Friday, April 24th. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. A couple things that are repeated, a couple things that are the same here as we move along, and a couple things that are one thing that is new. So the Federal Law Enforcement Agency's presentation is now. Some of you have not done that. It is a pretty significant grade that can help you. And it does certainly count in the tally of assignments that need to be completed to finish in the tally of assignments that needs to be completed in order to get a letter grade for the GPA. So some of you need to work on that. Some of you I provided a little bit of feedback. Some of you I've graded. I'm still working through grading those, but I have taken all of them down, the ones that were finished and finished decently, and put them in attachments. So actually, there may be a brief activity on Monday, but for the most part, you're going to be looking at least six different law enforcement agencies. This is assignment 23. Now, due to Wednesday, we'll post something. Also post but again, this partly is continued into Monday as well. Just giving you a little bit of leeway time here on this Friday. So answer in a sentence or two. What is one law enforcement agency you had not heard of, and what did you learn about it as you're looking through these? Is about 3 to 4 minutes. And what's one law enforcement agency that you knew about, but what new fact or responsibility did you learn? Why do you think there are so many different federal law enforcement agencies? I'll give you a little clue here. You got to think about the breadth of the federal bureaucracy. How many different functions there are? You've got, the U.S. Capitol. They have a police agency. I think Bella did that one. You have and some of you know about service. That's the federal government, or excuse me, the people that protect the or agency that protects the executive branch, the president, vice president, others there. So you can think about in the different types of responsibilities, the immigration, the customs enforcement. Why? So naturally, there's a lot of different areas. The Marshal Service that oversees the Bureau of Prisons and how they and escaped convicts and so on, and making sure that convicts are secured, and they handle the security for transporting people back and forth between the different prisons. So there's different functions for each of these groups. You have a drug enforcement agency. Which one would you like to learn about that you did not present on it? So these are 6. Watch the videos of 6 different ones, not including your own, of course. But you can watch more to be able to answer these questions in a sentence or two. These are discussion questions. You'll put them in the discussion thread. And again, if you were in class, well, what we would have done is watched all of them and taken notes on all of them. So I'm only making you watch 6 to 7 of them. The other assignment that I posted Wednesday that I actually extended to being due on April 28th. So that this got extended from April the 27th to April the 28th, which is watching a quick ed puzzle. Not quick, it's about 15 to 20 minutes, depending. And there's open-ended questions about cybercrime. And I told you in Wednesday's video what this was about, with cybercrime being so prominent. And he makes some good comparisons to pandemics and why we should communicate information about cybercrimes in the dark web the same way we do COVID-19, the same way we do other pandemics. We want the more information, the more we know about who's got it and where we can find it, the more we can track and test, trace, and track it down to, obviously to isolate those people. And the same thing is true of cybercrimes and discouraging that activity. So again, a few of you with the law enforcement agency's presentation, I gave you a little bit of feedback. Please look at your Google private messages. Some of you I haven't completely graded yet. Obviously, there's quite a few. It takes me a little while to get through them, but there's some of you that need to either do it or redo it, or make some fixes on it, some significant fixes. But those of you that did it decently, I've got your videos here, and this can be, you can consider this kind of the Friday start of the Friday activity. Watch a few of the videos, and then Monday you can get into answering the questions, or however you want to approach it. I may have something on Monday. I may not. It might be small. The next thing we've got to start looking at is arrested trial procedures. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to approach that yet, whether we'll do a Pear Deck or how we're going to approach that. There may be some web activity on Monday. I'm not 100% certain yet, because obviously some of the stuff I would have done in class, I think about a little differently, to be honest with you. So those are the two things to continue to work on. If you've not done your federal law enforcement agency's presentation, you need to do that above anything else. Online grading and learning surveys. Yes, please do the understanding of the online grading and learning surveys. I'm trying to track down this information. It doesn't take very long. Consider this your extra Friday activity if you haven't done those yet. Okay, so that should cover things for Friday, and we will see you all later.